All right, what up, dudes? We're gonna walk you through essentially how I would warm up. I got a bullpen today. This is kind of like my warm up for a bullpen indoors because weather sucks right now. The weather outside is weather. So yeah, what you're seeing is I got Oat Specialties balls. I'll link a discount code, whatever I decide to do with this footage. But right now I'm kind of chilling with a 9-ounce. No specific reason. I was just telling him, like, I don't really have a set design program for warming up with weighted baseballs. I kind of just do it just to do it. That actually goes against everything I talk about and teach and preach. But that rhymed. Cool. Lord of the Rings, I would say Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So my new girlfriend, she doesn't know we're exclusive. Amelia Clark.
Sure, man.
I love her, dude. I'm a sucker for a freaking good smile. And her smile just, oh my goodness. I followed her on Instagram and she didn't hit me with the follow back, but I still feel like there's time. Still feel like there's time. I pegged her as a girl that's like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the guy that's not blue check mark team.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'm also pretty sure she's taken.
No, she's not.
Really?
Next question.
Alright. Was on a YouTube rabbit hole for interviews with just.
Same.
Yeah.
Should we say this on camera?
I don't know. What if you blow up and you maybe get that check mark and then she like just sees this?
I'll tag her in this. I'm not scared. Probably lose 100,000 followers. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Put that on the blooper reel. Boom. How hard can I throw a 9-ounce ball? 55? Sorry about it. Yeah, because it's easier for me to like set sights on a slider and a fastball up and a split down and in. Hey, get some GB funnels in, dude.
It's funny, I actually not doing that.
How good does it feel?
I feel athletic again.
I feel like honestly, that is everything, dude. Like how much just like rhythm.
Yeah.
Because rhythm for me just promotes timing.
Yeah.
And everyone's looking for timing.
Yeah.
And it just feels good, especially when you're wearing tights and short shorts.
That's what I'm lacking right now, man. I feel kind of naked.
Yeah, you should actually leave.
It's funny you say that because I was looking at my delivery and it was just like, I'll be like this and all of a sudden it'll just, it's like ugly on the backside. I'm like there and I hold it there and it's just like, then I get going.
Yeah.
I don't have any like this. I don't have any, you know?
Well, how are you going to get that, you know? And that's what I'm thinking too, because I was doing these like during my long toss, I was like 330 out and I was just going boom, backside, going. Okay. And it was just crazy how like effortless it all. If someone asks me like, well, why do you think that? I literally can only say because it feels as effortless as possible. Yeah. You know, like, yeah, I mean, I could think arm speed and like get going, but like just by moving your feet and moving your hands, I just feel like you automatically, like the body automatically just syncs up and goes, yep, rhythm, timing, power, go.
Because I had like the radar set up and I was just like messing around and I like just turned over and
yeah.
83 and I was like, oh.
So when I set that up in the backyard,
Yeah.
I wasn't even like getting after it, but I was doing like boom, just like step shuffle throws, and I was like 90-92. And I was like, bro, like I'm not trying to say that to gloat or anything. I'm just saying like that's a testament, I feel like, to.
Put me up there.
Yeah, I mean.
I do want to get this kind of like cleaned up. Like I got the shorter arm action. I'm okay with that. Like that's what I wanted. But
It's just
like,
reps.
You know, it's just like this. And then
Yeah, because someone's going to be like, oh, well, that's not how you throw off a mound. Right, but the body continuously like downloads that, or the brain continuously like downloads like the input that you're giving it. So if you're continuously feeding your freaking brain rhythm and timing, then it's like you're going to get on the mound and it's going to give back rhythm and timing. It's going to find a way, even though you're not shuffling your feet and moving your hands like we do on a ground ball, it's still going to find a way to like essentially manipulate that sensation. My like opinion.
Yeah.
But who's to say I'm wrong? Just because my career ERA is like a 5? Then you have a good argument. Yeah, and then you just threw a ball 100 miles an hour. You didn't even mean to.
I didn't even do it. I didn't do it, to be honest. I actually went like this. I fell over and I was like, uh-oh, I'm on camera. Turn this into this.
Oh! Well, now your secret's out of the bag.
That's true.
Big editing guy. I need some backhands in here. Boom. Because I think, dude, like feet match the hands, or the hands like match the feet. So if like we're giving that rhythm, then it's like, that's how I feel like that's how we sync up. You see a lot of guys that like have disconnections with the timing of their front foot and their hand placement. Yeah. Like that's probably just like, yeah, exactly. That's probably just like a timing thing. So Casey and I were in here the other day and we discovered that he is super early, right? So he gets his hand up, yeah, and then he's like, then he approaches touchdown and then he touches down. So he has to stall right here, yeah, right? So like you're wasting potential like whippage in that sense. So like that's where the disconnect is. So I told him, I was like, dude, like go rocker, put your hand down and then just like hammer those, because then you compensate in that way, which is funny because a lot of guys are usually late. So then you would do the opposite. Yeah.
That's why I actually sit there and do this stuff sometimes. Or I'm just like already preset, or
sure,
or I'm just like.
Well, I think for you too is like you're designing essentially a new path for your hand. Yeah. So it's like your old path was maybe like, okay, stab, out, circle, go.
Boom.
Right. So like now you're pretty much just going straight into it. Yeah. So it's like you got to find like that delay mechanism, whether it be like, just essentially like getting that foot down quicker, thinking more tempo with that lead foot, or just finding a way to delay that hand back here and think more like, okay, and when I separate, I'm going to think more retraction than I'm going to think about like linear north to south, south to north, right? No, north to south. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. I used to be like evolved without 100,
Dude, I mean, that's what I was saying though. Like, I think it's all about trial and error in the sense, like, have you ever like thrown a flat ground and said, okay, the only thing I'm going to think about is how quickly I can take my foot off the ground and put it back down?
Mm-hmm. Casey and I like,
yeah,
I was like 80.
Boom, boom.
Dude, when I was struggling, I was like 80, 81. He's like, hey, why don't you just like go like as fast as you can?
Yeah.
And just give it a shot back up.
Yeah, I mean, that's Texas Baseball Ranch, I think. Like, they're big on like the tempo of everything. Jeez, oh Pete, dude, get some arc in it. The only thing that like scares me about throwing inside sometimes is like I'll get right here and I'll throw and go like T-Rex, Yeah. So now I'm almost thinking like, is there a way that I could throw up and like think about touching the net?
Dude, use this line or something?
I think if you just have that thought, it's a little bit better. Again, dude, like the brain's only accepting signals, or the body's only accepting signals from like the brain. Yeah. Not necessarily like a subconscious thing, or no, not necessarily like a conscious thing. I was just thinking is like the Rapsodo's off. I really hope we get it to turn on and sync and calibrate and everything.